Here are 5 major important interview questions that can help you get a job if you are a bench sales recruiter, IT recruiter who's looking for a job. Now, it is not all about that how you answer and you get prepared with your answers and your script, but it is about the intention behind why the interviewer is asking the question for you. Okay. Now, how are the things will work for you? It's all about your confidence, that how confidently you are answering all those, that stays on the top. Meaning, apart from your communication, apart from your presentation, apart from how you look, meaning your dress code and the facial expression, the smile, the confidence, everything plays a major role. But if everything that you are taking care, that's your personality. Now, when it comes to answering the questions, these examples that I'm going to share in a while is going to helpful for you. All right. The first question, majority of the time the interviewer asks is, why do you think we should hire you? Or why do you think you want to work with our company? Now, in that strategical question, what you got to do is you need to have a pre-research of that particular organization before joining it or before coming to the interview. Now, if you have done your homework, looking at the company, looking at the company's page, looking at their revenue, looking up on their achievement, their certification, their accolades, their anything they have published or how they work, so many things any company will have, right? Now, if you have done that, now when you are in the interview, the interviewer is asking that why do you think you want to join our company, not other company? Don't say that it is near to my home, it is in a traveling distance, I like this atmosphere better, I have a direct bus or direct metro to your office, it is in a walkable distance. Don't say that sort of answers. Why? Because the answers what you are saying, the whatever I have just said, right, those are focused more on why it is going to benefit me. So your answer should be focused towards the interviewer, that you want to work because it is going to benefit them. Got it? Now, if you have to answer in such a way where the interviewer feels that yes, you working with their organization is going to benefit them, then chances are there that you go to the next level. Okay, so don't do the mistake focusing on why it is helpful for you or how it is going to minimize your expenses or it is near to your home. Leave about that. So be professional in answering. So you would say, while researching about your organization, I found that this is a $10 million organization and it is growing faster, and I have seen that it is a huge team. It is currently and working with different clients. I believe, considering my previous experience and where I want to go in future, this environment is going to help me to reach my future goals, because I would like to work with the bigger teams, with an environment which will give me to work with different clients, and so that I can increase my knowledge and skills and use that to work in favor of the company, and I could generate revenue that can help the company's revenue to go beyond 10 million to more. So that's what one of my goals, to work with you. You see that? So I'm giving you the answers in a very normal way, because so that you can get it. So why did I give this answer? Because I have connected with the team, I have connected with their revenue, I connected with their environment and their clients, everything, and I said it is going to help me to help you. Got it? That's what the first question, if you get it, this is how you should be answering. Second thing, what do you know about us? What do you know about our company? Now, most of the time what happens, the people who go for the interview, they say, actually I did not research about your company. I have not reviewed your website. Some people just bluff, no, it is a big company and it's a very good culture, and I don't bluff. That's very much important. It will show that how much interest that you have for an organization. See, before you go for a food, you do your research, right? You see the rating. Before you go to a movie, you see the rating. Before you buy something on Amazon, you look for the review. Now, before you joining an organization, don't you think you do your research about that? You should, right? So that's what comes in with this answer. So you do the research about the company, their culture, the review, revenue, team, work culture, everything. You go to the internet, you will find it. Now, when they say, what do you know about your company? You would say, hey, your company has different branches, and your corporate office located in so and so location. And I have seen this is one of the fastest growing organization, and it is hitting around 10 to 15 million dollars in 2024, and it is rapidly progressing. And I see that you focus on consulting, IT development, AI, data analytics, so many things. So that's what one of the things where I would like to associate myself with. And moreover, I have seen the employees that are working with you, they are working with you for longer period of time. It means the stability that your organization is giving for the people is wonderful, because it looks like the culture is good. That's the reason people would love to work with you, and that is the reason I want to associate myself with you. You see that? So this is how you frame your answers for that particular question. Got it? Third thing is, how many placements you have done in your past organization. Okay. Now, if you have done whatever the numbers you have done, don't stop it with one single answer. That is not suggested. I have done 10 placements. I have done 15 placements. There were 5 backouts and 10 joined. I have done 3 placements. You see, that is very short answer. So you would say, if the interviewer asked me and I have done certain number of placements, let's say minimum number, not like hundreds of placements, right? Minimum number of placements if I have done, and the interviewer asked me that, hey Suman, how many placements you have done in the past? So I would say my contribution was definitely a handful of contribution I have done, where it included the backouts and the joinings, because we were working with third parties, we were working with implementation partners, and we were working with full-time positions as well. So I could able to place 5 candidates in 1 year, which has generated around $250 of revenue per hour. So those are huge margins that I worked on, and there were backouts also there. If those web backouts wouldn't happen, the placement numbers would have high. And I was focusing on at least 10 placement for the year, considering the client base and the management change and the the environment how it has. But I believe my approaches to the candidates were not that good, so that's the reason I was reinventing my approaches, and I started working on that, and it definitely worked out. So I'm sure, given an opportunity here, I can use those experience that which stopped me to make more placements, I could utilize here, and I definitely focus on bringing more results than what I have done in the past. You see that? So if you stop at the single answer, that's will tell that whatever the message it may send, I don't know, but I as an interviewer, I really don't like it. Okay, so if that's what we don't want to hear as an interviewer, we want to hear something constructive. If you say 5 placement, the interviewer asks why only 5 placements, why not 10? And you would say the clients were not good, this were not good, or the backout happened. The client will ask why, the interviewer asks why backout happened, right? So that conversation goes on and goes on, goes on. So you don't want to stay on the same question. That's what my point is. You don't want to keep on discussing the same thing during the interview. So why don't you say connect all the dots and answer in one particular conversation? That's the point. Understood? Fourth one, how many placements that you can guarantee here? Now, there are possibility that you would say, I don't know, I just want to see your client's requirements and how people are working with, or without looking at the requirements, how can I commit? Or you could say, you just can directly commit, right? I can give 1 to 2 placements every month. Or you would say that I'm not sure, but I definitely can give good numbers. See, different flavor of answers. Now here, what you would like, the interviewer is trying to understand is that how confident you are, right? What you can commit. So you would say that considering my experience, and if the client responses are good and we have a good portals, and if we have good relationship with the contacts, I believe I could generate far better than what I have done in the past, because I believe the submissions, turnaround time, and the shortlisting, that plays a major role to get an interview. And if I have submitted a candidate who is very much leaning towards our position, and if I can minimize the backouts, the placement numbers will definitely go above than expected. So I would uh, ready to take any challenges to prove myself that I am one of the best performer given at any situations. So you see, this is very much of diplomatic answer, that given everything, uh, the portals, the clients, the contacts, and everything, I'm ready to give my best and ready to give whatever the number possible. Got it? So this is how you got to be answering. Or if you'd say, okay, now tell me what is the number though, by the way, how many submissions you can do. So you would say, yep, in the past I have done 2 to 3 submission a day, and that resulted in these many placements. So in your organization, my target would be to focus on the submission as well as the interviews and placements as well. So on an average, I would say 15 to 20 submission a week. I think that would be ideal, around 3 to 4 submissions a day, and the bare minimum I could go 10 to 12. So because few days may work in my favor, few days may not, but I'm pretty certain that given an opportunity to work with good clients, good requirements and portals, I would definitely can pull better submissions. Okay. And the fifth one, where do you want to see yourself in next 4 to 5 years? Most of the time people would say that I want to see myself at your chair. I want to be like you. I want to be a manager. So that could be an answer which has very vague and directionless. I would say, if the interviewer asks me that where do you want to see yourself in 4 to 5 years, I would say, given an opportunity to work with your organization, I want to see that I am leading a team and one of the top contributors to the revenue. At the same time, I wanted to see myself growing towards really energetic leadership, and would like to learn more from the higher management and higher leadership team. How can I improve on my work, and how can I improve personally so that I could be one of the assets in your organizations? So that's where I want to see myself. You see? Now, if you answer like this, so it means that you are interested to work with them, and you want to lead team. At the same time, you want to learn, and at the same time, you want to give. Right? Now, you have combined everything in one answer, and that definitely the interview would like to love to hear, because you are not going direct competition and focusing on the manager's chair who is interviewing you, right? They really don't want to lose their chair by hiring you in the next 4 to 5 years. So why would they hire you? So don't focus on that. And if at all you are focusing to become a manager, don't say that directly, but you summarize it in this way. All right. I hope this was helpful for you. And if you have summarized it, put that in the comment box so that I can understand, yes, you got it right. And I will gonna give more of my experience towards interviewers and interviewees, so that you could prepare your interview well for your next face-to-face or telephonic interview. All right. Thank you so very much. This is Suman Pachigulla on a mission to impact 5 million lives through recruiters. Take care.